Hi, I'm Koen and we're in Eurovision week. The semifinals are about to take place. I'm very excited. I am, of course, again, wearing my crazy Eurovision fan shirt that I got from my roommates for my birthday. I just have to. I watched the rehearsals, of course, and these are my thoughts/predictions for the second semifinal. Denmark. The staging concept is basically the same as the music video, which I like. I also really like Riley's outfit, but I just feel like the TikTok stage presence is still there, which I don't think translates that well to the Eurovision stage. So I'm not too sure of a qualification for Denmark. Armenia. Beautiful staging with beautiful graphics. The wind machine really adds a nice touch, and add Brunette's superb live focus to that, and you've got yourself a qualifier, even in this televote only semifinal. I think Armenia has a good chance at qualifying. Romania. Romania's staging looks kind of empty, in my opinion. Kind of feels like the Romanian broadcasters kind of left Theodore to do everything by himself, which is not a good look. I unfortunately think Romania will not qualify this year. Estonia. Beautiful staging concept with beautiful graphics, in my opinion. I am sure Estonia will qualify now, even without juries in the semifinals this year. Belgium. A very different staging compared to the national final performance. I like it. I think it's an upgrade with the big prop, the big stairs, and I also love the voguing background dancer. Cyprus. It's an okay staging, I think. Nothing too special in my opinion, and I also kind of feel like it's a bit of a downgrade compared to Belgium's performance, which the viewers will see just before Cyprus. Though there is a chance Cyprus will qualify this year, I'm not very convinced. Iceland. Iceland has beautiful graphics in their staging this year. Diljo still has her amazing vocals, of course, and even some acrobatic moves. This makes me have a little more faith in a potential surprise qualification for Iceland this year. Greece. The staging of Greece this year doesn't really give me the same vibe as the song, to be honest. I'd hoped they'd go for something more similar to the music video in this case. The rehearsal clip and photos did not really convince me of a qualification for Greece this year, to be honest, unfortunately. Poland. On the one hand, I'm kind of surprised by how good this performance looks. On the other hand, I'm not, since Blanka is being seen as a puppet of the Polish broadcaster, so it kind of makes sense that they put this much effort into a staging for her compared to what they did with Poland's performance last year with all those effects, you know. The dance break looks okay, the tropical vibes look nice, and there is a dress reveal. The vocals do sound more okay, but I think that's also thanks to the backing track. Nevertheless, I think Poland does have more of a qualifying chance now with this staging than I thought before. Slovenia. Pretty much the staging I think we'd all expect from Slovenia this year, kind of similar to the first TV performance of Carpe Diem. A strong contender for being the semifinal winner, I think. At least top 3 of the second semifinal, I think. Georgia. I feel like Georgia has a good enough staging concept and good enough song with great live vocals by Eru to stand out in the semifinal with 16 songs and qualify, but in the grand final with 26 songs, maybe not stand out as much, but those are worries for later, I think. San Marino. San Marino's got a decent staging, I think. Nothing too spectacular or outstanding as far as I could see, so I don't think San Marino will qualify, even though I'd love to see Big Jacks in the grand final, but I also don't think they're destined to end up on the dead last spot of the semifinal, to be honest. Austria. A great staging concept about how if something sells well and can be mass-produced, individuality gets lost, as Thea herself explained on Twitter, which fits the meaning behind the song really well. Together with Thea and Selena's great live vocals, a strong contender for being the winner of the semifinal, I think. At least the top 3 of the semifinal, so a definite qualifier. Albania. Of course, Albania is going with the red and black color scheme in their staging again. Very signature for Albania and Eurovision. A good and safe call. Also looking at their staging last year, I'm still not really that sure or convinced of Albina's family members' stage presence, but I think Albina herself makes up for it. Definitely a contender for a spot in the grand final, I think. Lithuania. Beautiful staging concept gets taken from the national final staging onto the Eurovision stage. I'm curious to see which dress Monica will actually wear during the Eurovision performance itself, because she's worn different dresses during the rehearsals. I gotta say I prefer her national final dress, but anyway, I think Lithuania can definitely qualify, since there's this really nice atmosphere and vibe in the front stage with the backing vocalists together with Monica. I think this could actually do surprisingly well in both the televote and the jury vote. Australia. Like I thought, Australia was going to do something special in their staging. They brought a car on stage. I do think it's pretty funny that there are 2 countries this year with cars on stage in their performances this year. What are the odds? Anyway, I'm very curious to see what the car actually does, if it even actually does something, but I guess we'll see. Anyway, I think Australia has a good chance at qualifying this year. So to conclude, here's my final prediction of the semi-final qualifiers in a random order. They are Slovenia, Estonia, Armenia, Australia, Lithuania, Georgia, Belgium, Austria, Austria, Albania, and Poland. And I gotta say, I did not expect to say Poland before the rehearsals, but here we are. Anyway, what do you think of the rehearsals? And who do you think will qualify? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you'll enjoy the second semi-final. I'm pretty sure I will. I'm already dressed for the occasion. And yeah, that's about all for now. Hopefully, until next time. Bye.